Jai Shri Mataji. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Now let us listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
It is a full moon day. That's why it is called as Purnima. The Guru has to be like a full moon. Means completely grown, completely mature. There are 16 colors or the phases of the moon. And when the complete Purnima comes in the full moon day, all the 16 colors are complete. You also know that in the Vishuddhi Chakra, there are 16 subplexes. When Krishna is described as Virata, he is called as the Sampurna, the complete incarnation of Vishnu's aspect, because he's got the 16 phases completely done. So today's number is 16. 6 plus 1, 7. And we have to understand the importance of Guru. Why should we have a Guru when we have God? We got Shakti, then why should we have a Guru? What is the need to have a Guru? Guru means the weight. The weight. We get our weight from the magnetic forces of the gravity of the Mother Earth. So Guru means gravity. The gravity in a person. Why do we need a Guru? Because to know God is easy, especially in Sahaja Yoga, to be one with him. As soon as you get your self-realization in Sahaja Yoga, the modern Sahaja Yoga, immediately you become entitled to give realizations to others. It was said that Guru is the person who makes you meet the divine. That's not true. Because any self-realized person in the Sahaja Yoga can raise the Kundalini and can give self-realization to others immediately after they have touched the Sahasrara or opened the Sahasrara. But normally a realized soul cannot do it. Any born realized soul cannot do it on its own. It has to have authority of me as I am today. That's why it was said that Guru is a person who makes you meet God, means raises the Kundalini and makes you one with God. Because in those days, when the Gurus were self-realized, they had the authority and power of raising the Kundalini only after they had reached a very great state of evolution, complete purification, complete detachment. So, it was not possible for people to give realization when they just touched realized it. Most of the Gurus in the olden days started by first cleansing the people. First cleansed them, one by one, raised the Kundalini, brought it to every chakra, and then gave them realization. It was a different technique altogether. You can say it was a bullock cart technique. That's why one mantra was given for particular chakra, where was the problem, where the Kundalini was stopping. For about, some people used to get it for, even for 10 years, they would work out on one chakra. I have known people who have been working on Agya for 10 years, 20 years. But you know, in Sahaja Yoga we clear it out just like that. That has something to do with your particular Guru as he is. So the first conception that a person who meets you meet God is the Guru. Has to be a little bit advanced. Because for you now, it's a child's play to raise the Kundalini and make them one with the divine. But still you don't become Guru in the Sahaja Yoga tradition. Even if you have vikalpas, you have doubts about Sahaja Yoga, still you can do it if you raise your hand. Even when your chitta attention is not clear cut, still you can do it. Just raise your hands. The pure truth. How? How it has worked out that way? So beautifully. It has worked out, I would say, at this stage. Maybe later on I will tell you. But it's pure. Divine, which is not contaminated by whatever state you may be, is flowing. Absolutely pure divine. With others it was different. They had to cleanse it, clear it out. As an instrument you are perfect, but as a Guru you are not. Whatever may be your defects, or whatever you may be lacking, you raise your hand, the Kundalini will rise. Like your beck and call. On your fingers it is going to move. It's a tremendous power. You can ask anyone. They'll tell you they are surprised and jealous of you. They can't understand how by raising your fingers, but you are perfect instruments because you are created by somebody really perfect. But you are not perfect gurus. That one has to understand. And that is why you need a guru to tell you all that. What is a perfect gift? Now, as I've told you, that guru means gravity. You cannot say, where is the axis of Mother Earth is? You cannot see it. I mean, you cannot see it, you cannot feel it. But they say there is an axis on which the Mother Earth rotates. So it's an energy. It's an energy on which this Mother Earth rotates. In the same way, you have an axis, which is your Sushumna. Which gives you the gravity. The first important thing for a guru is that your gravity point is one. Everything centers on gravity. Unless and until your attention is completely fixed onto that gravity point within you, which is called as Dhruva, is the fixed point. You cannot become a good guru. So the gravity in you comes to you by clearing your attention, by looking at your attention, where does it go? How do you reach your gravity point or anything that has a gravity point? How do we discover it? We go on balancing it. And where the balance is complete, that time we say this is the gravity point. In the same way, your attention should hold your gravity point in complete balance. So the first thing is that you should be a balanced person. But a balanced person is not a fixed person. He is not rigid. But an imbalanced person is a person who runs here, there, there. Even after coming to Sahaja Yoga, running after this, running after that, running after that. Such a person cannot achieve much. Fix your gravity point. The balancing point is Sahaja Yoga. That is much important. Than knowing anything else, first of all, fix your gravity point. Then you will be amazed that whatever you see apart from Sahaja Yoga, in the light of Sahaja Yoga, you will realize that how it relates to Sahaja Yoga, as it relates to your gravity point. Say it is against it, still you will see where it is against. If it is for it, you will see where it is for. For example, you read books, immediately you will know what is the truth, what is not the truth. But if you do not have that point fixed or attained, then you will be slipping down this side or that side. Anything else can attract you, you can slip down from truth. So that point has to be fixed first of all within ourselves. Dhruvapada as they call it. The position of the fixed point. From which we understand that everything radiates from it. Everything is controlled from here. The light within us, by which we see what is darkness and what is reality. But to all this, even if you glorify and say all the names and chant everything, it has no meaning. Unless and until you develop discipline about it. Discipline is the sthayi bhav, or you can say the emotion of permanence. For Guru Seva or for becoming a Guru. You must discipline your body, discipline your mind, discipline yourself. Say, Sahaja Yoga is such a simple thing to have. I mean, you are just connected, but you are not a Guru. So how do you discipline yourself? Some people say have awkward way in their body. Then they should get to it that they have a proper way in their body. Mold your body. It is not to torture your body, but to be master of your body. For example, I would not say that you go and sit in the cold ice water. It's wrong. To freeze yourself and make your bones horrible. But you must do all that is required to give you a supple body, and a body that can live under any circumstance. Little bit you have to, of course, exert also. That you should be able to sit on the ground properly. That you should be able to sleep on the ground properly. There should be no problem about these things. You have to discipline. Sahaja Yoga is a real blessing, but can be sometimes a blessing in disguise. If you take it for granted, you will drift out. You won't go very further. So the body should be such that it should be able to take a lot of load upon itself. Should be able to do a lot of work. This is for you to decide about your own body. Now you see your Guru's body, how it is. I take a lot of work out of my body. I can work for hours together. I can keep awake for hours together. I'll never, even once, say that my body is no good. It's such a nice thing I have. But there is a very great tapasya, great penance behind it. Tremendous penance. Because this is a human body which had to work out lots of things. You know, at the time of Rama, he had to walk bare feet all the way. He was a king and he had to live in a hut. So do not be dominated by luxuries and comforts. I do not mean to say that you unnecessarily torture your body. That's not the point at all, because I must give the balancing point always. But do not pamper your body that it becomes a hurdle for your penance. Keep your body clean. Respect your body. And it will be very happy when it will know that you have used it for the divine purposes. There's an Indian word for which we call it a baitak. Yeah, I don't know, there's no English equal to that. But baitak means the power to sit. That's the gravity. How long can you sit in one posture? What is your baitak? Like any studies or anything, they'll ask, what is your baitak? Have you got the baitak? Is the power to be seated on one point. How long can you sit? Continuously. That is how you judge your gravity. Unless and until you have a baitak, you cannot be a guru. So the body is to be brought round properly. It has to be disciplined. It's no question of becoming thin or fat, but the body should be such that you should be able to use it for your purpose as a guru. Sometimes you will find you can't sleep on the ground. When you sleep on the ground 3-4 days, your body will be very happy. It will pain 1 or 2 days, it will be alright. But do not insult your body. This is the other side of discipline. We don't take our baths, we don't keep ourselves alright. So we are insulting our body. Look after it. You may have to look after its softness, the gentleness of the body. Treat it with respect. By becoming barbaric, you are insulting your body. So, the body is very important, which is made of 5 elements, and all these 5 elements within us as gurus have to be sparkling. I can go on like this, but now you think about it in future. What have you to do with your body? How you are going to use 5 elements within your body to cleanse them, make them beautiful so that your light sparkles. The gravity comes to you in your body this way, that you start generating your power or your principle of Gurutva, principle of your mastery through this point of your gravity. The second point is your attention should have that gravity. Your attention is very important. A person who is easily disturbed is not a deep person, or easily taken to something like, say, emotions, or easily to some other, say, intellectual pursuit. As gurus, there will be temptations for you. People will be challenging, absolutely. A person comes out with a very big intellectual feat or something like that. Then immediately you'll feel challenged about it, and you will say, alright, let me handle the situation. Handle it at the third yoga point, on your gravity. Just sit down on your gravity and see for yourself. Immediately you will know how to handle the situation. You need not talk to that person, you will handle the situation alright. Not on intellectual level, but on your gravity. If the attention has the gravity, it pulls down the ego and the superego of other people. Then you will not be frustrated or frantic. Also, if you can start from outside, it may work out in human beings. It works out. Like study your behavior, how you behave towards others. Or study your attention, how it behaves towards outside. What attracts your attention? What attracts your attention? Study your attention. By that study, you will be able to fix your attention in its maryada, in its boundaries. Once you put the boundaries to the attention, then the depth starts developing. The person who has no boundaries can never have depth. He will be spreading just like that all through. No depth at all. So you have to put boundaries by understanding your attention. That no, not more than that. Alright, not more than that. Like some people in surgery, they get interested in a patient. Then for them that patient becomes important. Or get interested in some person that he must get realization. Say my mother, my father, my whole thing. And all the time they are talking about my jobs, my clothes, some sort of a my. And they don't know how to draw the line. You must know where to draw the line is Maryada. Otherwise the whole thing will fritter away. You will become a frivolous person. There won't be any gravity. So you must know how far to go with a person when you are dealing as a guru. Then you are a master. But if you do not know where to draw the line, you may be crossing the line and getting into his clutches. So the best way is to handle the situation is to get into thoughtless awareness. Again and again and again and again. And you establish that clearly. And some of them do complain to me that it's not an easy thing to do. It's the easiest thing to do. If you give up all other useless things that you are doing. And then gravity will give you the wisdom to do the right thing at the right time. Ashram is a place where one has to learn to be a guru. But I find it is not always a good experiment. Once they have an ashram, they take it for granted. They think this is a place for us to nicely come and live. And some people will work, some will enjoy. Some will pay, some will not pay. It's most practical. You must immediately find out a person who really has the spiritual authority and try to follow that. Instead of that, we try to mix up with people who are of a lower spiritual authority. And he sleeps till 9 o'clock, everybody sleeps. In an ashram, nobody should sleep after 6 o'clock. It is an absolute thing. Absurd. You must sleep early, get up early. Otherwise you can stay outside. You all must get up at 6 o'clock. You know what time your mother gets up. And what I find, nobody is up here. In India they all get up very early. But I find nobody is up here. My attention is all wasted. And you don't realize that how important all these things are. This is a training time for you. For this you are born, you have been seeking this for ages now, you got it now, you must discipline yourself. But I have seen in ashramas where people pay a big amount, they get up at 6, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Because in Sahaja Yoga, everything has to come from you. This is the style it is. At the most, I can ask people who are not alright to go out for a while, live outside and then join ashram. That helps some. But not more than that, because I am also a mother, though I am a guru.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shimata ji, for all the blessing and for this meditation state. Thank you again and again. Let's bow down to Shimata ji, raise our mother Kundalini and put bandhan. Let's join tomorrow again, same time, for collective morning meditation. Jai Shri Mata.